origin. Since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shock them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and lace. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing?
Hey yo, Preem, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She like dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Fria, fria, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope, man. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home.
Just spin, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so. Let's take, don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just floating.
The time to listen. About nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Get it. Press all 80. 19, 12.
Operating from the gun. Presley. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
He's going to try and do this himself. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now hang on here, because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Go.
He'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Now he'll tuck this and run, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And it is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
19 Lions.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will strike first here, this wild card matchup. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Lions nothing. Jake Elliott taking off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A gain of 15. And the Lions
on first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Pushing his way through. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Presley. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Sam Laporta, 29 yards. And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
The kicker on for the extra point. The kick is
extra
good.
point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Parker, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. These two teams all tied after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that, boy, a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jamison Williams, 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey ball games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
he's stopped up at the 25.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Here we go.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Open man, Kyle Williams, he's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Robinson up the middle. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Presley. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Presley. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Hold the set.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hey, check that, go.
2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Come on.
Barkley is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And that's going to be incomplete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Presley. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will take over.
43-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 2.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That is caught by Laporta.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Off the play fake. Presley. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun. Presley. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Looking to throw. Presley. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
enough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Cougar 19. Step 60.
Operating from the gun, Presley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Back to throw here.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Hardman on the return.
Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive, because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Jalen Carter
gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off play action. Presley.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Presley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They'll set up a throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Goes to Laporta, right side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Handoff now to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Off the play fake. Presley. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Here we go. Pass to 60, pass to 60.
From the gun on 3rd down, Presley. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Okay, ready?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 66 yards. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That is caught. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now 1st and goal.
Stephanie! 18 Cardinal, 19 Lion.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A give left side to Robinson.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 70 Timberwolves.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
60 Bison, 70 Bison, 18 Pioneer.
He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
What a pickup there, and maybe most importantly, he's able to get out of bounds and save their final timeout. So just to break down defensively, you've got to find a way to make that tackle in the field of play.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
I have to laugh a little bit because He actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year